are covering the 2013 Asia Oceania Davis Cup that's happening right here in Cebu, Plantation Bay Resort and Spa. And of course, this is all brought to you by Cebuana Lubilier. And we see our first match already happening. And of course, our very own Johnny Arcilia, Team Philippines, elected to receive. And of course,
30-15.
Isam Tawil of Syria has a 30 love. Double fault. Isam Tawil. So it's now 30-15. Of course, still trailing. Itong ating pong kababayan si Johnny Arcilia. The pride and joy for several years.
40-15.
And now it's 40-15 in favor of Syria. Here in the first game of the first set. Mas matangkad po itong si Isam Tawil. Laban dito kay Johnny Arcilia. Isam Tawil is having some problems trying to get his first serve. At kanina nga natawagan pa siya ng double fault. And that is long and out.
40-30.
So gumagawa ng paraan itong si Johnny Arcilia. He is actually number 2 for the Philippine team dito po sa Davis Cup. There you go, still having some problems with his first serve itong si Sam Tawil of Syria.
Deuce.
Long rally so far, and to the delight of the Filipino crowd in attendance dito po sa Plantation Bay Resort and Spa in Cebu, it's now deuce.
Advantage Syria.
Johnny Arcilia, small but incredible, and familiarity of the court for him is boosting with a lot of confidence coming into this match.
Advantage Syria.
Well, for the first time in a long time na pumasok ang unang service nitong si Tawil. And pag-receive naman nitong si Arcilia, it was long, so advantage right now for Syria.
Game Syria.
There you go.
First
Yun
game.
ang problema rito ni Tawil. Bihira niya maipasok yung kanyang first serve. Corner shot by Tawil as he takes the first game of the first set against our very own Johnny Arcilia. Once again, ito po ang 2013 Asia Oceania Davis Cup, Team Philippines versus Team Syria. And of course, ito po yung lingkod, Benji Santiago. This is our first match or first game for the scheduled 3
Johnny
days.
Arcilia to serve.
We'll have the doubles the next day, and then, of course, muli po ang singles on the third day. Johnny Arcilia right now ang magsaserve.
Love 15.
So nakapag-hold ng serve etong si Tawil. And it's a great passing shot there, backhand winner para rito
Love
kay
30.
Sam Tawil. Remember, as what we have been telling you earlier, mas matangkad siya rito kay Johnny Arcila, pero Johnny Arcila is so used to playing taller men than him. Just long para kay Johnny Arcila as Sam Tawil was ready for
15-30.
Nice approach to the net para kay Tawil. Arcila, that could pose a problem for him. So right now nakakuha siya ng kanyang first point dito sa second game ng first set. It's Johnny Arcila.
Out. 15-40.
It was just too long. Good strategy para kay Tawil. He knows he's up against a shorter opponent, so he decided for a drop shot there. And now it's 15-40, still trailing.
30-40.
Of Team Philippines. Poised to break. Etong si Tawil. Good for serve. There's power in there para kay Johnny Arcila.
Deuce.
He's got to maintain focus in this match very early. And still making that comeback the way he did back the first game of the first set, almost breaking the service of Sam Tawil. But right now he's got to hold serve here.
Advantage Syria.
Look at the crowd, their reaction here. Advantage for Syria, trying to break the service of our very own Johnny Arcila of Team Philippines.
Game Syria.
This is a slow court.
Syria leads 2 games to love
Johnny
first set.
Arcila during the interview we had with him. And let's see, sabi nga niya, he's familiar naman daw with the surface. And Syria breaking the serve of Johnny Arcila, and it's now 2 games to love here in the first set. Johnny Arcila feeling a little disappointed here. Lagi siyang umahabol pero hindi niya matapos. Of course, back in the first game, we saw the difficulty in trying to get in his first serves. Etong si Sam Tawil of Syria. But he managed to make it 1 love.
Love 15.
After, breaking the service of Johnny Arcila to make it 2 games to love. Now it's so very important here for Johnny Arcila to get back into this first set. Long with that forehand.
Love 30.
And it's love 15. The kind of weather we're having is not exactly that sunny. It's cloudy. very comfortable. He had that space, pero it was out. He had the good intentions. I would say lucky for Johnny Arcilla. He was nowhere in that right side of his, sa kanyang posisyon.
15-30.
Once again, it's Syria who's serving here in the third game of the first set. So nakakuha siya ng kanyang unang point dito sa third game ng first set natin. Santa Wheel of Syria.
15-40.
Boy, can you get the towel? Boy, towel.
Well, what do you know? I told you this guy is small but incredible. And he's got those tricks up his sleeves, all the short sleeves, shirt. Itong si Johnny Arcilla. Yonex, of course, one of our sponsors. Thank you very much for supporting our Philippine team dito po sa Davis Cup na ito, dito sa Cebu. Si Buana Luwilier is our main sponsor.
30-40.
Of Philippine tennis. Big supporter of our Philippine players.
Put the towel on the chair.
All right, we're picking up on the action. This is already the 10th game of the first set. It's 5-4 in favor of the Philippines. And a great lob shot by Johnny Arcilla. Na-notice niya, palapit sa net, etong si Tawil. Binigyan ng tira na mataas. And of course, na-miscalculate ng Syria. It's another unforced error. So it's 30-15 for the Philippines. A lot of things have happened since we were covering the early part of the first set, 2-1. Arcilla was still trailing then.
$30-40.
Put the towel on the chair.
And that is out. Now it's 40-15. Set point para sa ating pambato na si Johnny Arcilla, who comes in dito sa Team Philippines as number 2. Syria with Sam Tawil as number 1. What a comeback para rito kay Johnny Arcilla. And of course, the matter of breaking the service nitong si Johnny Tawil, yun ang pinagagawa nitong si Johnny Arcilla. But he commits his first double fault dito sa 10th game ng ating first set. This is still 40-30. Lamang pa rin po si Johnny Arcilla of the Philippines. Naglaban sa net. Volley after volley. And Syria winning that point. And now we're at deuce.
Please remain quiet during play. Thank you.
Earlier, nung nag-2-all, the match was halted dahil medyo umulan at marami yung patak nung ambon. A miss hit. And an advantage right now para kay Johnny Arcilla of the Philippines. Another unforced error para kay Tawil of Syria. It's usually his forehand. He's making a lot of mistakes when using his forehand. He had the right idea. It's just the execution. Doon na lang nagkaroon ng diferensya. And now, we're back at deuce. Pressure, most probably, nararamdaman ngayon ni Johnny Arcilla as he's just about to take the first set. It's been a great comeback so far para kay Arcilla.
Advantage Philippines.
There you go. Palakpakan na naman ang mga nanonood sa tennis court ng Plantation Bay Resort and Spa. Pangatlong beses na po na dito sa venue na ito nagkaroon ng Davis Cup. To finish off the first set, yan ang hangad ngayon ni Johnny Arcilla of Team Philippines. So muli na ulit na naman ang kanilang bakbakan malapit sa net. And we're back to deuce. One of the finest things that happened here for Team Philippines for Johnny Arcilla was back in the 7th game of the first set when he led 4-3 after breaking the service game of Sam Tawil of Syria. And then he will serve in the 8th.
Advantage Philippines.
How about that? He continues with his strategy of making some drop shots. Alam na alam ni Johnny Arcilla of Team Philippines yung timing when napakalayo sa baseline itong si Tawil. And yun ang ginagawa so far. It's working out pretty well. I do believe he only missed a chance isang beses lang when he tried to drop shot. And he did not win the point so far here in the first set for Johnny Arcilla. That could spell pressure when you can't make your first serve go in. And first set taken by Johnny Arcilla of Team Philippines. What a comeback. So, how do you like that? It's 6-4 in the first set. Team Philippines. And we'll return with more action dito po sa Davis Cup, Asia Oceania. Buhat po sa Plantation Bay Resort and Spa dito sa Cebu. Team Philippines versus Team Syria.